Hey everybody, so this will be my Arrow review. I am ecstatic because I love that episode. I love every episode of Arrow, really, but that was awesome. Um, Now, I just got a new chair for my setup, so it's a little squeaky. You might hear that a few times. I'm sorry about that. But, okay, so getting to Arrow, this was awesome. Um, First things first, Felicity being ridiculously in denial that he's dead. Which technically she's right, he's not dead, but you know what I mean. Um, I just thought everything about this episode was great. The first time we see Felicity and the Atom, or Palmer, well, that's his last name, Ray Palmer, have some type of conflict, really. Which I thought that scene was amazing, where Ray Palmer says to Felicity, never, if you want to talk, we can talk, but never again tell me what Annie would want. You don't get to do that. I thought he did that great. I thought Felicity in this episode was great. I actually enjoyed Laurel this episode too, which she's my favorite character in the show, but I enjoyed her. Plus the ending I'll get to a little bit later, which was pretty cool. Arsenal was badass in this, aka Roy. Um, he was really, really badass, which is awesome because, like, he just went off. He was, like, jumping on, he was kicking off people to jump. Oh, sorry. Just hit my mic a little bit. Hopefully that didn't break any eardrums. Um, Diggle really was, man, I don't know how to feel for, like, I feel so bad for Diggle because, like, he just seems to lose so many people left and right, and like he seems like to just go through so much shit all the time. But so then the action was great. Brick is a really cool villain. I really like him. I love his like swag, like where he gives the other person a gun and says kill me. Like, if you could put me down, you can get away. You could live. He gives him a loaded gun or whatever. I think that's awesome. But and now he has a whole gang of people, a little squad of like people that the Arrow put away, and they're still calling him the Arrow instead of Green Arrow, which I'm just waiting for them to start calling him Green Arrow, which will probably be like the last episode, honestly, of the entire show. But whatever, different topic. Um, so he's a really cool part of the episode, and another really amazing part was Laurel's ending. I loved it. I think it wasn't rushed. Some people think it was rushed. I think, she didn't fight any person from the League of Assassins. She fought two low-life dudes who just know how to point and shoot a gun. And she used the little device that had the high-pitched sound, so really all she had to do was kick one dude and whack the other one with a pole, with a stick, whatever it's called. So she didn't do too much. It's not like she's, fighting Black Arrow, Malcolm Merlin, or the woman that was in love with Sarah. I forgot her name. So it's not that bad. Don't say, oh, it's so rushed. Now she's a superhero, in a week. No, she's been training. She used the device. I think she looks amazing in that outfit. There was a little shot of her from, well, behind, and whew, Laurel. I was always a fan of Felicity, was my favorite, and I loved Sarah also. Laurel was never my favorite, but what's up, Laurel? I gotta give her props for all the leather. Um, so before I catch a charge, I'm going to end this off with the ending of the show, which was Oliver waking up, which is awesome. Obviously, he wasn't going to stay dead forever. He woke up, and I was shocked. I did not know, like, what that was. Like, it was crazy. Because I thought it was Maseo that was saving him. I thought that, and when Maseo knocked on the door, I wasn't sure what they were going to do. I wasn't sure if there was going to be a old, like, witch lady carrying him into a Lazarus pit or something. But seeing Tatsu there was pretty awesome, which means we could still get Katana and Maseo together working with Arrow against the League of Assassins would be pretty friggin' cool. That would be awesome. Um, so, she looks kind of pissed. She looks like she doesn't want to see Maseo, and Maseo says, I'm sorry, but I didn't know who else to go to. Like, that's your wife, so clearly some stuff went on. Maybe Katana didn't want Maseo going in, or not Katana, Tatsu didn't want Maseo going into the League of Assassins. Something happened between them, and, you know, something happened, and we got to see what, because that's another good storyline. I think the flashback in this episode was really cool. Also, Maseo is in his debt. Maybe Oliver had this planned or something. Maybe he knew he couldn't beat Raj Al Ghul. I mean, he had to know inside, deep down, that he couldn't beat Raj Al Ghul at where he is right now. He still has a ways to go before he could beat Raj Al Ghul. I mean, he has a long time before he could beat him. I don't think he's going to beat him this season. I just don't think so. I don't see how it would happen because he just got his ass whooped. If you haven't seen that fight, go watch it again. Like, if you haven't seen it in the past week or two, go watch it again. This was awesome. Before I start rambling too much, I'm going to end this video here. I haven't said this in any of my videos, but if you're watching, I only get a few views. If you're watching right now, if you're stayed with me through this whole video, subscribe. Doesn't cost you anything. You know this. It's YouTube. I'm going to be putting up daily stuff. If you don't want to watch them, you don't have to watch them. But maybe check in once in a while when in the title there's something that you want to see. If you do that, I would appreciate it. Or just comment and tell me something I could do better. This is going over 7 minutes now. Like the video, dislike the video, give me any type of feedback you want. Any feedback is good feedback because I could use the bad to make myself better, and then the good, well, it's just good. So, thank you. Peace.